no cambia en absolutamente nada lo que hablamos el otro día, ¿sí? Antes del partido. No cambia nada. Lo que vinimos haciendo hasta este punto es de muy bueno a excelente, ¿sí? Si nos pensamos que el partido de cuarto de final de un mundial iba a ser fácil, ya nos dimos cuenta que no, pero no vamos a cambiar absolutamente nada, ¿sí? Porque estamos muy bien. Quedan 34 hoyos por jugar, 34 hoyos, necesitamos 3. Necesitamos 3 hoyos, menos del 10% y la cosa se dio vuelta. De todas formas vamos a ir a sacar un punto y lo vamos a sacar, ¿sí? Vamos a ir a sacar un punto. Rubén ya tiene el partido perdido, lo va a dar vuelta. Gonza está con el partido arriba, lo va a dar vuelta, va a agrandar la diferencia. Lo mismo nos va a pasar con el Foursome. Venimos con los Foursome más prolijos del campeonato. Vilan y Lucky vienen empatados. Ahí vamos a hacer un punto. Ahí vamos a llevarnos un punto más. Mati y el Ronia, que vienen sacando diferencia en todos, nos van a regalar un puntito más. Así que ¿saben lo que va a pasar? Lo vamos a dar vuelta. Y no regalamos nada. Seguimos siendo el equipo que no regala nada. Es un partido complicado que se complicó. Nada más. ¿Sí? 34 hoyos y tenemos que sacar 3. ¿Vamos? ¡Vamos!
Bueno, muchachos, estamos continuando lo que iniciamos el otro día. Continuando, no estamos empezando de cero. Estamos continuando lo bien que venimos haciendo las cosas. No hay mucho más por decir. Yo quiero seguir entregando los banderines, quiero seguir pasando de ronda y tenemos que llevar la copa. ¿Para quién? Para todos los futbolistas argentinos que quieren estar acá. Hoy quiero que Rubén haga una arenguita antes de salir. Rubén, ¿dónde estás? Vamos, chila. Vamos, corneta, lo que vos quieras, lo que vos quieras.
Vamos, Brian, sigue Brian.
Dale, Brian.
Vamos todos adentro, dale.
Muchachos, dale. Solamente nos sirve ganar. Así que vamos a entrar y nos vamos a romper el ojete. ¿Estamos, no? ¡Dale!
And that's how the Argentinians have prepared for this semi-final. They're going to be playing Slovakia, and we've got France playing Spain in the other one. We see the French team just in front of us right here, and they're the ones they're going to be starting on hole number 1. Argentina, Slovakia over on hole number 10. Yes, it's the team semi-finals day here at the FIFG FootGolf World Cup 2023 being held in Orlando. We are live from the Evermore Orlando Resorts and bringing you coverage of the semi-finals. The atmosphere is electric. All of the players coming on through and the cheers, the support that they've got, as well as they are lined up ready for these semi-finals. There'll also be the men's senior semi-finals and the women's semi-finals. We'll be bringing you action from all of them over this broadcast. So do stay with us. It's an absolute pleasure to be able to bring this event. As you can see, lots of play going on there, lots of warming up, loosening of the legs, a lot of fun happening from all of the players as well, sort of just enjoying the atmosphere, soaking it up, getting ready before that intense pressure of the semi-final really kicks in. And that pressure will build as the players move and go around and complete more holes as they get closer to possibly making that final. So it's all to play for today. They say losing in a semi-final is far worse than actually losing in a final. It's all about getting to that final. And once you're there, it's almost at that occasion, yes, they will want to win it, but knowing that they've reached the final, they're one of the best two. But so they say losing in a semi-final worse than losing in a final. So it is France versus Spain. Spain absolutely putting on an incredible performance to reach these semi-finals, as did Slovakia, who beat USA just by a single point on the last hole. Slovakia beating the highly fancied USA team to set up a match against the sort of a dominating Argentinian team. They have been putting out a very strong display to get to their semi-final. France beating Holland in their quarterfinals to reach this stage. So with a very slight breeze here on the purple course. Purple course here is where the men's semi-finals will be played. The women's will be played on the green, and the men's seniors will be played on the blue course. And we'll tell you more about those when we get to them. So the purple course, where they're lining up, it is in total a par 68, 18 holes in total, of course, 2,472 yards, 2,260 meters that we've got here. And look at the crowd. Look at the building up. Look at the amount of players that are there. Obviously, not all playing, but a good selection of them will be playing in this game. So they're getting ready. Last-minute discussions with team management. Last-minute tactics being played, being discussed and talked and looked over. Incredible days, semi-final foot golf that we've got lined up for you as well. So it is just amazing. As I say, the anticipation, the atmosphere in and around the even like our commentary position, when we're hearing sort of the teams walking by or they're near us, we're really sort of being pulled in to the atmosphere. It's like, oh, good luck. You see everyone sort of really geeing themselves up for this next game. I was just chatting to a few of the players. There's a few actually having massages, getting ready for their semi-finals, and it's almost here. A few discussions up there on the tee box being made. See the French team with the chat looking how to play this hole number one. Now it does just venture off, basically where our camera position, sort of just pulls off to this side. Now it looks like France will be in their dark blue kit. We've got Spain in their white kit. Little French can going on there. Loosening up. So first kick in the semi-final goes to France here on hole number one. Argentina, Slovakia teeing off at the same time on hole number 10. There's that first shot, big kick. Turning lovely and around towards the hole. First slope comes into play. And you can see where the flag is. So he's got to go uphill. This will stop about here. Now the Spanish player placing down the ball. Look at all that. I mean, the whole team are there. Once that first shot, hear the roar of the team. Huge tee shot for the Spaniard. Wants this to stop and slow as much as possible. And it does just there. Well, a little bit of an advantage on that tee shot. Final discussion. Right foot. Plays out beyond the slope. That first one. This looks to be carrying back a little bit. Stops there. That is going to be marked. So we'll walk down for that. And then the final shot in this group. So marked away. The final shot for Spain. And then once this thing, you'll hear all of the "come on, vamos" being said, being picked up by our camera. round to that far side. This will roll back on the slope there. You can sit just about here. Is it going to stop? Still moving? Has stopped. So very close to where the French ball was. Making their way down. Just some very, very light rain expected over the next hour, but as we always know, that can be a bit of a relief to many of the players. Work out that straight line. From distance, up, use the bank, turn towards the hole. That's the initial aim. Does that very well indeed. This first hole is a par 3, takes a 3. It's not all about pars here. It's all about making sure that you do it better than your opponents. So even if everyone's over, we got here, this is turning. Look at the cheer going up from Cortinas of Spain as he puts it in for 2. This Spanish team, their togetherness, getting them to this semi-final. Pressure now on this French shot. Taking his time. Across the bank, has a little turn here, and it goes just a bit wide. So Cortinas of Spain getting a 2 here. Can it be matched? If this is matched, first blood Spain. Just stops dead. Three for these two to match, but of course, that 2 by Cortinas will give the first point to that pairing. Good start, and the other pairing obviously tying the hole. So Spain in the ascendancy at this moment as the scorecard being handed out here. Let's see, Piero Minoa of Spain, just to the right, Nicolas Puccini to the left. A little bit more discussion going on. High fives, celebrations. Well, it was such a great putt that we just saw, using the bank to absolute perfection. France to tee off first. in this second group. To the right. Kept it a little bit more flat, slightly further away from the slope. A readjustment of the ball for the Spanish players. Last bit of limbering up. Staying loose. Good clean flight of the ball. Now up past that first slope. It's all about getting it to sit, not catching too much of the slope. So it carries back. Needing to stop. Does stop. Good position. Little run of marking of the ball. See why it was marked, just approaching the marker there. Very close to that, basically sitting just behind. The next shot taken. Big hit. Just going beyond, going to roll back here. So walking down. A little bit of a breeze, not too much. The worst conditions these players would have played in. Great to see all these supporters here as well. They're going to be following the play. It's just going to get louder and louder. Stay close. Ariel in discussion here. It's the current conditions, 29 degrees. Not as warm as it, not as hot as it has been. A little bit of cloud every now and then. A slim chance of rain. And if so, it's only meant to be light showers. The slope. This is turning way too early. This could end up rolling back. And it does. Calvo to take his second shot. Huge tee shot, and you can see Manoa in discussion with him. See how the bank will turn it towards. See, he's playing it away, looking for the turn around to the right-hand side. Naturally, a left foot will bend it that way anyway. Going with the putting technique. How's the turn? Is it two? It's going to go behind it. Is it? No, it just went in front. Didn't quite make it. To finish, so that was a 3. Up the slope, very close, stops at the top. So the alternate shots, the foursomes. Is it turning in time here? Just around the hole. Very close. Patano. So in 3 for 2. Is he going to make it? They're moving close, anticipating, almost willing it in. There was a 6-man, 7-man run towards the hole then. Look at the Spain team, so pumped up. First shot, well, you can see if between these two teams, if passion was going to win, at the moment, Spain really pumped up, psyched up, ready to win this. French team just being a little bit more casual. There is a long way to go yet. Now to go up the slope. First one coming up. This is very, very tricky using that slope. You've got to get that bend right. That's very tough to do. There's a bit of a slumped Sandra having a little look because it is just behind that slope. So Puccini. Chips it up. Just his hand. This is turning away slightly. It always needs to stop here. Ball marked. Now the Spanish team behind the tee here, behind the flag. Good. Great play from the Spanish. This is only hole one. Like Spain have started with such intense passion and fire. No, they've got to keep this very talented French team at bay. Looks like there was a bit of a slip on the tee box there from the French player. After making his shot, hopefully hasn't fallen over. It seemed to slip on his heels. Can jar a little bit. Hopefully he's okay. See Benoit of France making his way up. His individual competition hasn't gone too well for him, so he'll be hoping to do better in the teams. Came in as one of the favourites for the title. Out of contention. The way that ball rolls on the grass, beautifully cut. All of these courses. Ball having to be marked. Been done for him. Can ease up on the running. And a final loosening of the leg. It's the pairing of Calvo and Abreu. All stops for him. Not seen many stop. Absolutely no roll back whatsoever there. So this this group making their way through. Now we was going to head over to the seniors competition, but it started a little bit late. It's going at a slightly slower pace than this one. Looking in this pairing, I know we've got Bono Felix on the top there. I think Felix has pulled out, and I think Balestra has taken his place, even though it says Balestra should have been partnered with Meriem. I think there's a change there. Felix still has the chance of winning the individual competition, so he will be saving his energy for that. Team final is tomorrow. Curves away. Sits at the back. So semi-final today, final tomorrow. Placed in the correct position. We've only seen Spain do this in 2 so far. Can that be changed by the French player? This is looking very good indeed. Drops in. There's some passion, finally, from a French player. Antonio Balestra. Spain. Calvo, has he matched it? Oh, he has. Oh, he has. Evening up. Tee in hand, walking up. Good shot, ball marked. What a huge tee shot. Very good position. That's in. Caddy walking down. To mark. stretch. See how the tee box slowly thinning out now. Oh, pulled it out to the round to the right hand side with that left-footed shot. Well, it hasn't got the carry there at all. Long way for the Spanish player. This is moving also a long way to go. It's almost the last of the groups coming through. Spain here, wide on the right, wide on the left. Very difficult for them. This is Ivan Abreu. It's got pace on it. It's wide. To really go for it. Ivan lines this up. He's got to use that turn. Is it gonna make it? It's just a bit short. Now rolling away. Oh, slump of the shoulders. He's watching this. Still move. Still moving. Has it stopped now? Just mark it down. So close. Back here. Really went for it. Struck with quite a bit of purpose. He'll just pick the ball up. France. this angle. Needs to play it to the left. And then watch it turn. Turning and in. Good shot. France picking up point on hole 1 here in this group. Well done. Still a very long way to go as all of these teams head on over to hole number 2. Continuing the battle to be world champion, to get to the final, which will be tomorrow. Now, heading on over to the purple course, which is a little bit further up. So we started on hole number 1 between France and Spain there. The other semi-final did start on hole number 10, and that's between Argentina and Slovakia. And we see that shot just go around the hole from the Slovakians. Very close effort, obviously having to play it up the slope. So close to putting that in. Just gets it up. The shot can be bettered. So Gonzalo Novosad picks his ball up. Comes to a stop. Fist pump from the Argentinians. So again, we saw right at the start of the broadcast, their incredible team, they're coming together, the words from their team captain. Love that turn towards everyone. From Lafleur. And the pump of the fist. Loads of supporters coming through here. This is hole number 20. It is a par 4. See course marshal there. We marking. Helping play, keep moving. It's 156 yards, 143 meters from the tee to the pin. These are the second shots being played here. People out with their cameras. A few videos, photos being taken. Not quite going to get up the slope. Nobody does so on their second shot. As you can see, the players coming in, big long straight fairway, and then that slope appears here on hole number 12. And now they've got to work out a way to get up there, the best way to get up there. Hopefully able to drop that in. Now this, these two countries did tee off on hole 10. So this is only their third hole, so still very close. Still a long way to go. In team competition, just want to start steady. At least match your opponent. If you can't win the hole, at least match them. Stay close. Don't let anyone build up a head of steam and start pulling away. You can see Anzizi in front of us there as Garcia heads over to the right. This ball being marked. See her taking another look. See how he copes with this hill, as it were, in front of him. Comes up. Little turn towards. Very nice shot. Now, just to let you know, in the women's category at the moment, in the foursomes, Japan are 2 up through 2 holes, and Japan are playing Scotland. So Japan currently 2 up through 2 holes. Early lead for Japan in the women's competition. Plenty of fight back will be expected from the Scottish ladies. It's not going to turn in time, just goes behind. Few in that sort of position there. The Slovakian team. Again, a team that have come together, playing extremely well together as well. Lots of people's outside bet to actually win it, and now obviously making these semi-finals. Could well go that one step further. Not happy with this shot as this is rolling away. And that's what can happen. Just played too hard. It's only a very small area. You can just see at the top here where this hole is sitting. that the ball can sit on and play. He's just asking for players to move out of the way. Good attempt there, but again, right over. Thumbs up as the ball is picked up. Argentina taking the points here. One, it's just increments. You take one, you take another one when you get it, take another one. Slowly, surely, get closer to winning your match. Win your match, get that point for your team. So win, and if I get scores coming through, I will pass them on to you. As I say, Japan currently 2 up after 2 holes against the Scottish women. Slovakian, quite a distance to go. This is going to be tricky. It's almost put a lot of power on it to get up that slope, and then it will just keep rolling as we saw in that last one, or get it close and then play the shot up. Oh, lovely effort. Lovely shot. There we go. And you can see that being appreciated by his partner. Very, very good. Perfect roll up the slope and just sitting right next to the hole. From their angle, pointing, coming up slightly right of the hole, turning towards the left. So Lustau of Argentina to play left-footed up the slope. To play Lancieri. Going over the discussions with him. Will it work? It's the angle, but it's just wide. And now down the slope. Can't match the Slovakians there. All picked up. So Slovakia get the point in this group. It's close. Argentina the point in the last group. Slovakia with the point in this group. Tee-offs happening back on hole 12. Scores, discussions going in there. So it's just keeping pace. It's one of those games where you know, playing, you just got to beat the partner. You just get 1 point. Just mark that on the scorecard. 1-0 for tying it up. Shot down the right. See the Argentinian pairing here of the last 2 world champions in the individual competitions. Cera and Peroni teaming up. He put a good run together yesterday in the individual competition. But it's looking slim, very, very slim, his chances of retaining the crown. Arbeck just standing in the front there, thank you. Let's see, Montero. Can he just there we are, just politely being asked just to step slightly to the right. It's the second Slovakian shot, gone very high. Now this, will it roll up? How's the bounce up the slope? Not good, not kind. Rolling back. It seemed like that shot in the air, the bounce really took a lot of pace out of it. Peroni. To the base of the slope. It's familiar. Fast walk. Towards the hole. Comes up, turning early. Gets it close, we'll be pleased with that. There's a good putting chance. Doesn't carry too far away, actually. To pick up now Otero. No, I think he might have just been a bit short. This is the shot from Slovakia. Discussion going on. Galada just marks his shot. See Otero. There is this bank that we're seeing in front of us here, just down there. There is a bunker. Now, just to give you some information, in the women's competition, now we've sent me the information. Say foursomes, Japan 2 up against Scotland. In the singles, Kelly Menzies is 1 up, and Claire Williams is 1 down against Japan through 2 holes. These scores coming through constantly. Rolls back down the hill. I think it will be collected. Now, as we look at this, it's one of those. Straight line. Oh, he's turned right. That's going to go down. He's not going to let it. He's not going to be chasing it down there. I'm surprised that maybe he doesn't want to go with using the toe to putt. I always think that seems to go a little bit straighter. Update in the women's competition again. The scores that I'm being relayed: Scotland are 3 down in the foursomes after 4 holes against Japan. As we get other scores from other countries relayed to us, I will give you that information. But I do have somebody out on the course on the one of the women's semi-finals to give you those scores, so I can pass those on. Left. I see this is why, because of that that area just there, lots of players will play towards the left-hand side as we're looking at it. You know, they're right. Much like this shot here. Keeping it away from that bunker area just beneath us. Slovakian player. Obviously, it's a slightly longer hole. What's 156 yards, 143 meters. A little bit of time it takes. For them to walk down. There's always a lot of discussion on this hole. It is just because that slope can be played in different ways, obviously depending on where those shots end up at, down the in and around the bottom there. It's one where the pace has to be right, has to be correct. Here it comes. It's stopping nicely. It's a good putt opportunity there. Venturing round a little bit further away here. Not a good line. Unfortunately, that doesn't quite. Work playing that way. So again, another way of playing it, not coming off. Just got to get enough to get up and then get close. But sometimes you'll see some of these players trying to get up and they're just failing to make it. It's all about that weight of pass. Because get it wrong too much, that happens. And then you get that attempt to try to play it, having to put it in. Watch it go even further away. Tricky shots. There we are. Has it stopped? A wind blowing left to right, just caught out. Hopefully the cry of stop has gone up to hold it there. I think it has. Well done. Good position to be able to make this. Just slips into the side. Now we're heading back to the Spain-France semi-final. In a second, I'll just, while they're taking their tee off, I'll give you an update on the Scotland-Japan semi-final in the women's competition. Kelly Mendes is now all square, tied up against Japan in singles. Claire Williams still one down against Japan, and that's through through three holes right now. Big high tee shot. Lots of height on this. And to give you more information on the seniors competition, no, it's already the women's competition. We've got USA, Slovakia, and Slovakia in the foursomes are 1-up against the USA through 2 holes. So keeping you updated on the women's competition at the same time. Arthur Raul of Spain there walking through. Thumbs up. Very close, this effort. And then he just turns away, banking down that slope. This shot going. Now will it turn on the slope? I think it's going to turn away far too much. And again another one rolls away. Rolls to the right. Here's Nicolas Poussini of France. Well, he's tapped that very gently. That's not going to have the power to get close, but it isn't going to roll away from there. Very safe shots. I do have some more women's team updates. USA women's singles. Reed is 1 down and Nichols is all square currently. Got to play up the slope. Will turn right to left. Just a little short. Oh, it might just come back again. And stops. Well, it did look for a second like it would roll down, but... just being moved. He's just seen the French player not able to. He's really gone for it and absolutely buries it in. Great shot up the slope from Calvo of Spain. Big straight line, really went for it, went with it with pace. One of those shots, go for it, get it, pays off. Otherwise, in all kinds of trouble. All kinds of trouble, but there, that was excellent. Now, can Iral do something very similar, if not the same? He does exactly the same. Great shots from Spain here on this hole 6 on the purple course. Wonderful efforts from them all. Wow. And Puccini puts his putt in as well. But those long shots from Spain going in, really, that will G them up into the next hole. As you can see, the lining up there. Now, I think we're going to be heading over to the blue course now. We should, on the blue course, we have the senior team finals. Oh, sorry, semi-finals. Let me get that right. The senior team semi-finals. And we'll head there after we've seen this next group. So the next matchup here on hole 6 on the purple course between France and Spain. We have Bonneau of France about to take his shot. Plays it over to the left. And makes his way over there. I think they were just putting out on 5 there. We'll leave them. Let's go over to blue. We'll go head, grab some of the live action on blue as we watch this ball roll in onto hole number 6. Now here we have Hungary playing against Argentina. in this semi-final. A bit of time being taken here. Slightly downhill, just wide. Just wide. Hole 6 here on this blue course is a 169 yard, 155 metre par 4. We'll just watch this. Shot come in. Just hasn't got the pace. More score updates from the women's competition. We've got Scotland 3 down in the foursomes now against Japan. Japan really starting to put pressure on the Scottish team. Japan looking very, very good in that women's team competition. And we will head over there very soon. Nice roll. Just in and around the cup. Groggy of Hungary there. There's Ayala of Argentina. Let's make it up. Now this is the seniors competition. And it's the Hungary-Argentina we've seen. We've also got Mexico-Slovakia in the other semi-final. So Slovakia, their men's team, their seniors team, their women's team, all making semi-finals. Incredible strength in depth for the Slovakian team. We can see on the tee now, Mexico and Slovakia will be coming through. Bit of discussion going on. So obviously we had the red and white and the green of Hungary. Now we've got the red, white and the green of Mexico. Blue of Slovakia, and Argentina have put on their second kit of black to make it so it's not blue, red, white and green all over the place. So there is a bit of a difference, bit of a separation. You see the Mexican kit, that white sash going through the centre. First bounce, now we need a little turn. Didn't quite make it. So hole 6 here on this blue course. I think it's actually been changed for this competition, because it's not 169 yards. I don't believe it's actually going to be a par 4 either, because the hole has been brought forward in the earlier rounds in the individual competition. The hole is much further away and over the water. So now here on hole 6, they don't have the water to contend with in the distance, just to the side there, and we've got one of the Mexican players just walking down there. So Gonzalez, we can see. Don't want anyone down. Taking shots from that area. Slovakians comes to join in as well. Can't quite see where that ball is. Looks like it is in the water there. Just reaching in to get it. A little bit of teamwork from the Mexicans to retrieve while that's happening. There we are. See ya. It's a ball being picked up. A scuff shot. Where to put the ball here. I think they're going to be a retake. So you can see the placement of the pin. Can't be caught correctly. So normally, as you can see on the corner of your screen there, 169 yards, not today. Reduced. Hole number 6. See the red marker right there on the corner of your screen there. That's the denotes the water hazard that is in front of us. How will this fare? Perfect distance. Be able to putt in there. Playing across, gentle slope, right to left. Just a little bit to the right-hand side. More information in the women's competition. Kelly Mendez of Scotland now 2-0 up against Japan in the singles, and Claire Williams is all square now after 5 holes. Now this is the women's semi-final. This is the USA versus Slovakia. I can give you some of the information that I had in this matchup from just a short while ago. I'll be getting more as it comes in. It's currently, Reed is 1 down, Nichols all square. And here is, I think that was Reed. I said briefly, that's how it is. So others tied up. Very good shot. This is over on the green course. On hole number 4, you can see here. 170 yards, 155 metres. Oh, there. Jordan Nichols. Currently all tied up in her match. Puts her marker down. So all these semi-finals happening at the same time, different courses. So we're trying to keep you updated on scores when and if we get them. And we are getting them. We've got someone whizzing around the course, grabbing scores for us, so we can pass them on to you to keep you updated, letting you know exactly what is going on. Now, in the foursome, in this women's competition, in this semi-final, the Japan team are currently 1 up against the USA. So Nichols is all square currently. That's a very good shot from the Japan player. I would have been looking for that to go in. Sorry, the Slovakian. Here's Reed, currently 1 down. See the American foursomes currently 1 down. Also. Picks up, not happy. Simenikova of Slovakia. She makes her putts. Nichols needs to gain some confidence here. She looked very down after that. She'll be very up in last match to reach this semi-final. Nichols scored her first ever hole-in-one. In this competition in the singles. The USA women are now both one down, Japan both one up in both matches through the 4 holes. Heading on over to hole number 5. Making their way over to hole 6.
The group that's walking over, yeah, they're
So the women's semi will continue. We'll keep you updated on scores on the women's semi-final as they are coming through. We're getting an incredible display of scoring being relayed to us here at the command center. And give a huge thank you to Alex and to Cade, doing their best to give us those scores. Now we're heading over to hole 17 on purple here. This is Argentina, and they are playing Slovakia. It's Listau and Balancieri of Argentina in front of the camera. See that bunker just below the hole there? This is a par 4, 156 yards, 145 meters. Tee box 2 hole. Slopes on the left-hand side and on the right. Nice little path through the center there. But if you don't hit that, luckily it looks like they have, you've got the bunker just in front of the hole. And looks like Listau is getting down low to see what he can do. So this may well be the 3rd shot. I believe it would be the 3rd shot. Good turn, but it does just turn away, and now, as you can see, now we have a bunker here. It sits between the 2 bunkers. Too much power, and it ends up rolling into this one. You can see a little mark down the center of that bunker in front of us, where a ball was all around. Now, we just left the women's semi-final between the USA and Slovakia, and we've got Slovakia currently 2 up in one of the singles matches there. So USA 2 down, you see Slovakia 2 up. Marausenic. To take his shot. Wants this to slow in that longer grass. It does. Sits comfortably, little cushion for it. No turn round to the right-hand side. I think that's what he was looking for. With that slope in the front there, usually that would turn, almost bank over towards the hole. Just rolled straight. Luckily, that longer grass did hold it up. Otherwise, it was back into a bunker. Now, as this drops out of the long grass, this could be a little bit of a problem for Guardian. Little drop. It was a problem for him. Picks up. Valancieri. Pleased with that. Argentina slowly just quite relentless in their play. There's no real ups and downs. It's just constant, steady. Big tee shot over towards the right-hand side. Does turn in, as you can see just there. So there's big banks over on the right. Little slope here on the left, and then the bunker in front of the hole for that second shot. Cristian Otero of Argentina up next. Just getting players just to move out of the way. Just away from the tee box. Just like it skimmed off the top of his foot, but that bank will bring it back into play. Great tee shot. Lots of pace. And now Perroni. Take this right-footed, very similar line. This will curve maybe a little bit further. It's up high, it's going to come down now. But it's turning, it's almost gone straight. I just wanted that curve to go forward. But it's straighten up. So all four balls in this group, very close to each other. Very similar lines they've all taken. All tried to play. Slovakian ball right over to the left-hand side and one right over to the right. Perroni of Argentina, his is in the center. There'll be him walking around now to take a look at this hole and how to play it from there. He's got a slope to get up first, and then once up and near the green, that bunker, his line, he's going to have to go wide to the right and for it to turn back in. That's where he's looking, roughly where he's standing now. Pointing around. All these players looking to play, ideally, roughly where they're standing is where they want it to come up and start turning towards the hole. Anything shorter, it'll turn and drop down into the bunker. Anything longer, it will turn with too much pace. It will drop into the bunker that is just at the front of the screen there. Any further else going round to the right-hand side, it will just trail off onto one of those slopes. Now, decisions being made. It's just carrying through those decisions. Perroni. Just on the edge of the bunker. There's if you can just come up a little further. Not quite the pace. That's going to roll down into the bunker. Well, the line was very nearly perfect. Unfortunately, not quite enough power on the shot to get it up. As it hit that corner, if that had just a fraction more, that would have rolled down. Well, it is a very big good afternoon to you from the FootGolf channel here on CTV Sports. Thank you for joining us. Over 2 million viewers have joined us. Over 2 million, plus our on-demand views. Over 1 million have watched the replays as well. So huge viewing figures for us here on the FootGolf channel, and a huge thank you goes out to you for joining us. Playing into the bunker, coming out. Well, this could end up going in the one in the far side. It has. That's carried a little bit straighter. Didn't catch the turn at all. So now Peroni from the bunker. Little chip up. That's a good bunker shot, isn't it? Look, that's why a lot of these players, sometimes they don't really worry about the bunker, because they have that in their locker. Otero. Seeing the line he wants to take. If it has the pace to get over that corner of the bunker, it does so, but it rolls just a little bit too close to it. Therefore, stops just here. And he just marks that. We'll do that. Shot just played up. And rolled in. Another hole picked up. Now these Slovakians checking the wind. The trees, not too much movement of wind in the trees. But you can see the shirt, a little bit of movement there. Enough to concern. Very close to the hole, just inches away there. Otero puts it in. Big cheer from him and Peroni as that goes in. Very high tee shot here, not using the banks at all. Now that is a huge tee shot. Skidding off to the left as we're looking. Still travelling. Well, this group playing very differently than our last group, all playing over towards the right-hand side, but we've got a little bit of variety going on here. So they'll be making their way through. Now some very different approach shots are going to be played here. This shot on the left hand, this is going to be the difficult one. Will they play it into the bunker? Hope that it just skips out. Now here needs to, it's very similar to the shot from the right hand side. Play up maybe a little bit closer to the bunker. Very tricky. Walks back. So, round to the right. And then a turn to the left. As we're looking at it. There's the round to the right. Here comes the turn to the left. Will it turn enough for him? Well, it hasn't. It's just gone straight. But overall, we'll be happy to be there. Now this is a difficult one. Through the bunker, around the bunker, no, through. Will it skip up? It does. Didn't slow down enough. And now it's gone into this bunker. Oh, this far side still rolling. Stop just there. Oh, he walked, he thought he was in. Just skipped off the edge. And finally, he puts that in. Wow, it looked like for a second there it was in, but then just going a little bit wider. There's the first slope. This is going to slow down. Just hit that longer grass. Very similar to position we saw the last group. I think it was Otero make his shot from. Bartko. Little chip. Just to the side. Putt goes in. Rolls down the hill. Now in. So this is the men's semi-final. In the other semi-final, we have in one of the matches. France currently 3-1 up against Spain. They make their way through. Now, we've been keeping you updated on scores in the women's competition. USA are now 2 down in the singles match. Let's give you some information now. The last update we had here in this semi-final between Japan and Scotland. We have Claire Williams, who I think is right in the centre of your screen there. She's currently all square. Currently all square. In the other singles, the Scottish player, Kelly Menzies, is 2 up. Scotland 3 down in the foursomes. Just to give you that information. So all square in this matchup. Currently. Now this was always going to be an intriguing game. Just watching them finish off on hole 8 here on this green course. Then we'll see them play hole 9. Hole 8, 166 yard par 4, it's 152 metres. Then we'll see them play out on hole number 9. Ball handed back to Williams. Williams not doing too well in the individual competition. Had a bad day yesterday. Just come up a little bit short. I'm hoping to do better today. This team competition. Still got plenty to do here. And we'll be able to, here's a lovely turn of the ball. It's going to stop a little bit short. It's turned away. Let's see, there is a rain warning just making an appearance there, as it hopefully that will disappear. And not cause us too much trouble. Lots of grey clouds in the sky today, but they are moving quite briskly and haven't really caused any problems. Temperature currently 28 degrees. Kawazoe of Japan, her shot, very good. Gets a round of applause from everybody, that one. Puts that in a very good position. Mura of Japan. She is still in with a chance of winning the individual competition. It goes wide. So Kawazoe's ball picked up, moved away. So This wasn't the hole we were going to feature, but as we can see it, we would show it. So hole 8 that we've got in the distance there. Drops in. Very good putt. Good raising of the fist. Of Menzies. Now, while that putt goes in, giving you an update on the men's competition, the Argentina-Slovakia in the 4-ball, the second of the 4 balls. Argentina are currently 1 up through 9 holes. So Argentina currently 1 up through 9 holes against Slovakia. That's in the second of the 4 balls. So now we'll see them come over to hole number 9. Supporters making their way down. Getting the best vantage point. That looks like the Welsh players coming down to check on their close friends, the Scottish. Murray tees off first. Par 3 this one. Can come in with a lot of pace. Can get very close, as we can see here. Wind blowing right to left, so the wind can actually bring it closer to the hole. It says Kelly Menzies. What's this to carry? What's it going to do with that bounce? Not going to have quite as much distance on it. Long putt needs to be played there. Now Williams, left-footed. Usually has a very big drive. She's not quite caught that as well as she would have liked. A very tricky position for the second shot. Kawazoe. Is this going to roll up? No, sits there too. So as another supporter's buggy goes flying by. And they're back again. Buggy's going up and down here. Wonderful afternoons foot golf. These semi-finals being played. All the players are going to be discussing with their caddies. Best lines, best way of playing it. See the Japanese play a bag of ice, looks like. Putting on their head. Taking out some of those ice cubes. Letting them melt in the mouth. Scotland's second shot. This hasn't got the pace. I don't think it's got the pace. It's short. Now a few notes being shared as Williams lines up her second shot. Kawazoe takes hers. Turns too early. Effort is appreciated. Here's Williams. What can she do from here? Plays out to the right. Pace is good, that turn. Just a fraction early as well. But gets even closer. And again, a shot appreciated by all. Now, Mura of Japan. Put this in for two. She does. She can take an advantage. Has she done it? She has! She's been playing some exceptional foot golf over this week. In the individual competition, doing very well now here in the teams competition, backed up by her teammates. Very good play from them all. Now in the distance we can see the Slovakia-USA game, which is the other semi-final. Shot ventures wide from the Slovakian player, and it still continues to roll away. This is hole number 8, you can see here. Once that cry of stop was, stop. Not happy with that. You can see the American duo and substitute putting in. Lots of good comments coming through. That we can see. Lots of cheers for Scotland there. Lots of cheers for Spain and Argentina. And others noticing the driving skills of Jen from Wales as well. She went whizzing past. So there we go, that was action from the women's semi-final. Let's go over to the seniors semi-finals. This is hole number 10 on the blue course. Hole number 10, par 4, 187 yards, 171 metres in its original form. Shot from Argentina. They are playing Hungary in their semi-final. We did have a little message come through on the Twitter feed saying, are we going to go back to the seniors soon? Well, here we are. And say Hungary, Argentina. Also Mexico, Slovakia making up the other semi-final. That shot's gone very, very, very wide. Now the wind's blowing left to right, so can't blame the wind. That's just a dreadful miss hit. From the Hungarian, that's a long, long way away now. Is that still in bounds? I think it might just be. If not, it'll be back on the tee box. It's a long walk. Well, if that shot had been played straight, well, it would have been incredibly close to the hole. All the other players have already reached their tee shots, and we're still wide over on that left-hand side. So much so we can't even see them. There he is. There we go. And the shot comes in. There we go. We knew he was very, very wide. Just behind the trees there, just making their way out now. Very. Wow, I'm not seeing a shot go that far away, though. If in singles, there'd be a chance of still making par there, however. Not singles, team competition. So par is still good. If you can get something, grab a point, or at least match what's being done. It's the Argentinian shot. Argentinians, Gezi, Toth, Ayala and Gotti, Podesul, Pap, and Robert Tasty of Hungary, or Hungary even. Second shot. Round the tree. This is looking very good. If it stops here, Crive stop goes up. Very good shot indeed. See the Argentinian player just behind us. I gave you the score in the men's competition in the 4 balls. First one, Argentina 1 up, and in the second 4 ball, Argentina also 1 up. So 1 up in both of them. He's around the tree, got to bend it here. Now, if there's too much pace on this, can roll away. There's a bit of a slope on the far side here. This is where the slope is, and this is where it rolls away. Well, it's starting to look like that wayward tee shot at the start from Griogi is actually looking quite good. If he can get this close to the hole now. Maybe a new way to play the hole. It's coming in at a different angle. Little bank just there. There are 3 shots played. Very close to the pin. Good eye of Argentina. Taking a little bit of movement on his knees. Great effort. Again, very close. Almost playing it safe. Keeping very secure with that shot. Now, over here on the right-hand side, that slope carried that ball away. Played uphill, got to go for it. It's very close. And I've got some more score updates on the women's semi-finals. I'll give you those after we see this putt. Georgie of Hungary puts that in. Let's give you these score updates on the women's semi-finals. The US women in the foursomes after 9 holes are currently 2 down. 2 down in the foursomes. And Scotland are all square with Japan in both of the single matches currently. In the foursomes, Japan are 5 up in the foursomes. So very, very tight in the singles. In the foursomes, Japan looks to be getting a point there. It could all go down to those singles matches. Now here come Mexico and Slovakia. The second of the semi-finals. Those scores I give you, they can change within seconds. Change within just a couple of holes. But the foursome score for Japan starting to look a little bit formidable. Scotland will have to suddenly start getting a few points, not drawing any holes. Little step away after taking. He's still walking backwards. He's walking further away than his run up. It's obviously a technique that works for him. So many different techniques that we get to see at this World Cup. Chance when you see all of these players together. Did veer away a lot though. In the end, not quite working out. Making their way up to the flag. 1, to see the line. 2, to see who's going next. Slovakia in discussions there. As the Mozolok. Where you can see the slope will go slightly, it'll venture to this left-hand side as we're looking at it. That turn to the left a little bit. It's going to right in the side. Great shot from Mraz. The Mexicans looking around at each other there. Now in the week we've seen shots going from this distance, from here. Unfortunately, that's just a fraction wide. Didn't make it. Slovakia, the happier in this group. Heading back over to the women on green 9. And we've got the USA and Slovakia here. Obviously Slovakia making every single one of the semi-finals in every category. The men's, the seniors and the women's. They'll be very proud back there in Slovakia. Teeing off here on hole 9. Just to let you know, in the foursomes match of Scotland and Japan, in the other semi-final in this women's category, it's over. Japan have won that 5-4 after 14 holes. So Japan win the first of the foursome matches against Scotland. So first blood Japan. That's in the other semi-final. We'll keep you updated as those other scores start to come in. So Scotland couldn't make a comeback in that foursomes match. Japan go 1-0 up overall. So a lot of shots being played out to the right-hand side in this semi-final. USA, Slovakia. See Adams Adams and Parker. Walking towards us. Sermikova and Azhikova. Doing well, Sermikova doing very well in the individual competition as well. She'll be playing tomorrow in that individuals competition before the team final tomorrow. Team finals tomorrow. Getting very, very close indeed to finding out who will be the team world champions. So after a good look, there's from Parker up towards the hole. Gonna line up her shot here. Got to get up the slope. Very good effort. See the men's team, men's seniors there as well. Unfortunately, losing out in their quarterfinals. Have just joined us, the first result of any match has just come through, and it's Japan beating Scotland in one of the foursomes. Still games playing, it's not over yet. Just the, as they say, first blood to Japan. In the other women's semi-final. Here's Adams of the USA. Puts that in, very confident while doing so. So it's getting towards the business end of the semi-finals already for some of them. Over in the men's semi-final, Argentina, Slovakia. Over on the purple course, hole number 3. They did start on hole number 10, so it's not like they've just begun. They are now in, well, in their consideration is their back 9. Hole number 3 is a par 4, 113 yards, 103 meters in total. And it can be a tricky shot. It's a tricky hole to play. They will turn it towards us, so out and then towards us. They've got to get over some water. Up a slope, we've got a big, huge bunker, which will be closest to us. They're left as they play it. So all players basically laying the ball up here. Now, who does the best layup to help with their second shot? This is a tricky one to play, especially with points on the line. Especially if it's close. So now their second shot. Got to get over the water. We'll see that as they're about to take them. It's the bank. Oh, it's going to roll back in. It has done. So it's roll backed in. You can see the marker on the left there for the water. Just a little stream that rolls between there and the green. A clipped shot up onto the golf green. Now if this rolls too far. There we are. That's actually not too bad. Not too bad at all. It's a safe shot. Kozakov, Slovakia, just getting them to mark. Being fetched out of the water. Point of entry did make it up onto the other side. Kozak. Over into the bunker. Now this is that very deep bunker that I was mentioning. Very wide as well. High in the air. Bouncing, almost slowing it down. And then it rolls just a touch over towards that right-hand side. So looking for the point of entry, the marshal just showing him where it is. Can't move, of course, closer to the hole. Put his marker there. So all up and over this side. This shot looking very good. Wow, out of the water. Needed that to recover. Gets a high five. Wonderful across the green. Ivan of Slovakia. Obviously going into the water, causing a problem, adding one, but then doing that could be very helpful indeed, because shots from here we've seen drift over and end up back in the bunker. Got to put the right amount of pace on this. Needs to be just a little bit slow, but then too slow, it rolls back to where they started. consideration. There's the roll, pushing it on, willing it on, and he gets it to stop as well. He's pleased. He's very pleased. Leffler makes his putt. It's now Kozak from the bunker. Very high bank. See, this can happen. You've got to put so much backspin on it. It's almost a chip, just a delicate chip out of the bunker. Now makes that putt even trickier for him. Just clearing a few of the leaves out of the way. This will turn as he plays it from left to right as we look at it come towards us. Didn't quite get that line right, and you can see the disappointment in his face. As he completes his shot. Up the slope. Very, very good. Just a fraction short. Didn't have to play that. But well done. Well, coming up on hole number 3 here. So we have ventured over to purple 14. So purple 14. Someone's on the buggy. The buggy track rolling away. Very different route to play this third hole. So we'll be heading over to purple 14 in just a short while. It's almost those shots down the far side, high. Wants the bounce to take everything out of it, but it's going to end up in the bunker. Garcia. Wearing the black shorts. Everyone else wearing the white, but Garcia tends to always wear his black shorts. He was wearing those the other day, again, where the rest of his teammates were in the white. Now, from a very wide position, it's a different angle, a different route. Second shot from there as well. Oh, he's caught that short. Oh, just enough turn on that. Well, it was a different route, but a very similar outcome for both of the Slovakian players. So we have 3 towards the back of the green and 1 in the bunker. That bunker with a very, very high bank on it. We've seen lots of shots in the past, not able to get out with a single effort. We look in the background there. You can see the other semi-final going on. That's Spain and France. Lots of people sitting on the bridge, enjoying that one. Obviously, why not when the sun is shining? And here, everyone heading right towards the back. Bit of shade. You're going, why on earth when all that sun shines there? Well, there's a lot of sun every single day. A little bit of cooling can be grabbed. It'll be taken. Towels coming out as well. Here's Garcia. His third shot. Is it enough to get up the slope? I don't think it is. Oh, it stops. Well, we don't see many stop there. Luckily, as you can see by the flag here on hole 3, minimal wind. I think any more, and that would have rolled back. Video Slovakia now. I want to go just that little bit further. Nice turning. That's the trouble with that bank on the back of the hole here. Wonderful scenery, wonderful views around these courses here. At the Evermore Orlando Resort. Oh, so close. Pick that up. Say the Evermore Orlando result here, the incredible vacation resort, over 1,000 acres. Beautiful scenery. Oh dear. Well, he's chipped it out, and I think he's going into the water here. Just being caught by the Marshall. Oh! Oh, Marshall almost going for a swim. He's going to take it. I think his heart rate went up just a fraction there. It's the Evermore Resort here, located right next to Walt Disney World as well. Great location. Maybe if you're planning a holiday or vacation to the area. Definitely worth checking out. Now back across the green. No, I don't think he's going to be... Might just... No, I didn't think he was going to play anymore. And Garcia doesn't need to either. Kubani of Slovakia just makes his putt as well. Now an update on the women's competition. The USA women are currently losing to Slovakia in both matches after 9 holes. They're currently 1 down in both of the matches, and in the singles they're 4 down. So the Slovakian women's team are really putting pressure on the USA women's team. Going out wide again here with this shot. Thank you for joining us here on the FootGolf channel, the CTV Sports app. Huge thank you going out to one of our sponsors, Florida Sports Coast. Big supporter of FootGolf here in Florida as well. And if you are coming to Florida, do have a little look at them. If maybe if you want to do something a little bit more active, tennis, golf, mountain biking, kayaking perhaps, or even FootGolf, then do take a look out for Florida Sports Coast. Four players making their way up here now. They played their first shots, their layup shots, as it were. And now it's all about getting over the water, avoiding the bunker, not letting the slope take it away. Sounds so easy, doesn't it? It just seems hazard, hazard, hazard. There is a line. Woodward of America from here, this area where we can see the player's just put his bag down. From there, played a shot straight up across the green, straight into the hole. And he did that just a couple of days ago. It was caught on camera. I think he messaged me, go, was it seen? It was caught on camera. So he doesn't have to worry about that. It will be seen at some point. Who knows? Highlights reel. He'll be pleased. Right foot over the water. Now, will it come to a stop on this green? It has. Very, very good. Getting it to stop on that green, absolutely perfect. Well done. Now for one of the Argentinians to get this over. Oh, you've seen that shot stop there. We've not seen that happen before. Up on the green, a little bit of spin towards the right. This will drift off down the slope at the back here. Still in with a chance. Make it over the bridge. Do like this hole. It's a very good hole on the purple course. It offers so much challenge to the players. Water, bunkers, slopes. It's basically every hazard. Some holes will have a water hazard, some will have bunkers, some will have slopes. This one has got them all. Every single one. And they're all near each other. So it's one that has to be played with the most expert of technical ability. And talking of technical ability, what an incredible putt there. Well played that, finishes in 3. Great work from Balancieri of Argentina. His notebook in his back pocket there. Heading over to 14 on the purple, we got France versus Spain here. Hole 14 is a par 3. Little slope at the back there. Some of these bigger hitters will get very close to it. But here, there we go, that little fringe, the top of the bunker to the left as we're looking at it. We'll stop that ball rolling in. Give these players a good chance of stopping. Well, over on hole number 3, where we just were, it's a bit sheltered, a little bit sheltered from the wind. Now here, hole 14, a little bit more open, so we can see the breeze blowing right to left there, the flag fluttering in that direction. You can see the marker flag as well. Over on the green one, right in the distance there. A little bit more movement here. This is just going to drop into the bunker here. Sleeves rolled up by the Frenchman. Let's go in with the vest look. Sort of reminiscent of the Cameroon football kit from a few years back that they were banned from wearing at the World Cup. So rolling the sleeves up. Now it's going to get a good turn usually. Starts to come in, but unfortunately not quite enough on it. Needed a little bit more power. And a little bit to the left-hand side as we're looking at it for that to turn and come in. Oh, it's into the bunker. Will it skip up enough? It had a lot of pace on it. Didn't quite to. Thank you very much. Sort of a wave to the camera. So a shorter hole. These players all teeing off on the first hole in this semi-final, so they're getting very close to finishing. And we'll be very close to finding out who our finalists tomorrow will be. Delicate shot played across the green. Just stayed very true, very straight. Of Spain taking a look to see how this will be played by Calvo from the bunker. Players don't mind a bunker shot. Oh! I think I spoke too soon there. It doesn't make it out. And it's a shot normally these players wouldn't make. Menor. He has a chance. Got to pull something out of the bag here. Oh, he's done exactly the same. Two very poor shots from the Spaniards in the bunker. Are we seeing them starting to really buckle under the pressure here? Verminor's ball moved out of the way. Thank you, Nicholas. Just ducks under the camera for us, thank you. Okay. Better. The spin not quite working. Ferdy, the caddy. Not there. Puts it in. Well, after those shots in the bunker from the Spanish team, made it very difficult for themselves to get any points on that hole. Straight into the bunker. Well, we've seen some bunker shots here not working out. Going out to the right-hand side. Across the line. Now we're going to be heading over. Oh, very close. We're going to be heading over to hole number 9 in just a second. Bello puts his marker down on that fringe from the bunker. Now, what the French team going to do here? Makes it very close indeed. Stagger in the bunker. Oh, the confidence of that putt from Bello. Little nod of the head. Yeah, got that, no problem. Right, okay, over to hole number 9, which means for Argentina and Slovakia, this is their hole 18. Things must still be in the balance to be playing on the final hole. Good shot across the green. Vito plays that across. Oh, very close to putting that in. He's playing finishing on the par 4. This is Kozak of Slovakia. Will all 3 Slovakian teams qualify, make the finals in their respective categories? The men's, the seniors, and in the women's. Only country to be in every semi-final. The women's are currently leading against USA, and I think this might be all over in this group. I think Argentina have beaten the Slovakians in these groups. Still play to come. You see the smiles of the Argentinians. In these groups in the men's semis. And still groups behind. They're just waiting for the obviously them to clear. So get out of the way. Get out of the way. They want to play. They've still got a chance of winning. He's not happy, the big Slovakian. Get out of the way. That's basically my translation of his Slovakian. He's very animated there. Hasn't put him off. Oh, he's gonna, you know what? As he hits the water there, he's going to blame everyone but himself there. He's gonna blame everyone that didn't clear the green. He let it get to him, he got very angry. Look at this big high shot. Hole 9 on this purple course over the water, as we've seen. Par 4, 143 yards, 131 meters. And it looks like there's more celebrations going on here as well. That shot into the water means he can't catch up. And it looks like Argentina take points here as well. Argentina taking giant strides into the final tomorrow afternoon. It will be live here on the FootGolf channel. Huge celebrations. Shoes off, socks off. To relax. A job well done. Slovakia, but unfortunately not quite enough in the end. someone's gone and got his ball. I hope he picks up those bottles he just chucked on the floor as well. Oh, more cheers going on further back as well. I think I can call this. I think I can say Argentina are in the final. We've got celebrations going back, not just on hole 9, hole 8, hole 7. They're all going back. Here's Otero and Peroni coming through here. So Argentina are through to the final, defeating Slovakia. I'll know the exact score very soon. Hopefully that'll come to me. But as we can see just here, celebrations from all of their players. Look at this. Huge emotion, huge joy. Making it to another final. Last made the final back in 2016 on home territory, where they lost to the USA team back in 2016. So their second final, can they go that one step further, never being team world champions? They have been dominating all of their matches when they've played. And now, look at the celebrations here. Wow. The joy is abound. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely incredible. While this is going on, I'm going to give you updates on the women's competition. USA women are down in both matches after 9 holes. 1 in the singles, 4 in the not 4 balls and in the singles. Scotland are 2 down in both singles now. So Japan starting to pull away in the women's semi-final against Scotland. And so it's starting to look like Japan and Slovakia in the women's final tomorrow. But we do know, as you can tell by these scenes, even if you've just tuned in, if you've just joined us, that Argentina are in the final. But who will they be playing? Will it be France? Will it be Spain? Well, that's still not finished. It's still being played. Loads and loads of support going from this Argentina team. Just listen to that incredible outpouring of emotion from the players.
Vamos a la sombra mejor, ¿no? Demos una fotito.
As close as possible.
Porque los jugadores me van a demostrar que salen a ganar, quieren salir campeón, quiero llevar adentro como lo llevo yo.
Absolutely amazing.
Argentina, Argentina.
This is what it's all about. Absolutely incredible as they make it to the final. As I'm saying, that final will be here on the FootGolf channel, on the CTV Sports app tomorrow. and the Slovakian team as the Argentinians celebrate, the Slovakian team commiserate. And as they sit here on the Bridge of Sorrow, ruining what could have been. Hopefully they don't get injured. Great team performance from Argentina. It's quite a phrase, a well-oiled machine. Going to get together for a few group photos. There we are. There's the team that makes the final. Well done. It's all the players, and they're calling all the supporters and the caddies in as well. Absolutely, all part of it. Without their support, I love that. All moving, dancing, singing. It's like someone taking a photo. Stop. And carry on again. Carry on again. The Slovakia. Good news for the Slovakians, though. The Slovakia women's team currently 3 up in the foursomes after the 13th hole. So the Slovakian women's team could well be making their final. I know it's Garcia of Argentina.
Es mío, es mío. Gracias.
Just soaking up this atmosphere. So good. So good.
¿Nos sacás una foto, por favor?
I dropped my phone. You took me.
Well, that was one semi-final done and dusted. Argentina winning here in the closing stages of the second semi-final. These teams did tee off on the first hole, so on 17. Oh, looks like some arms have just gone up there. This is France, Spain. Looks like some cheering going up from the caddy. Maybe one of the groups in this matchup. Have won. So we'll be all grouping together, coming together. He's obviously still playing on 17. It's a chance. Very fast buggy whizzing past in the background there. People pouncing around on the back seat there, wanting to get. Ooh, little roll on 17. That ball out of the bunker. Well, it's still very tight. Which of these two teams will face Argentina in the final? See the Spanish player make the putt. France do the same. Still high fives from both teams. No celebrations as yet from either of them. So they're going to head over to hole 18 on this purple course. A par 4. To finish. 128 yards, 117 meters. So here we are on hole 18. They made their way up. Cortinas on the tee. Placed. Just waiting for everyone to, and the buggies to get there. Breeze, slight wind blowing towards them. Cortinas. Big shots. Skips out of the bunker. He's drifting. He's going very wide. These buggies probably will have to move out of the way. Looks like there was a real attempt to go for it there. These closing stages, the final hole. Straight. Guti of Spain. Spain vastly improving. World Cup by World Cup, getting better and better, progressing further and further. Going out in the quarterfinal stage, the last World Cup. I think there was even a team at the World Cup prior to that. Meriem of France, just taking his time here. Good shot from him. 3-shot central, one very, very wide. Oh, miss kick. No, something special could be pulled off there. It's a long walk. So discussions in and around the 18th hole. There's the buggies moving out of the way for that shot from distance. Playing around, approaching it side on, swing this over, inside of the foot, turning. Oh, and it's just carried a bit too far. Of Spain there, walking away now. This is that incredibly wide shot that we ended up with. See the tension on his face now. He's got to get across here. Low over the slopes. If this turns, this will be the shot of the day. Oh my word. That is an incredible effort from over there. That's, well, that garners applause from everyone. Unfortunately, not quite enough. It's about very good effort though. Guti, discussions. Shot over the slope. This is a shot from behind the player. You can see the slope in the distance. Player, you can just see his top half coming through. Now he's following it, he's chasing it in, wants to see how this goes. Venturing around to the right hand side there, not carrying. You can see all the buggies, all the players. I think the other teams from the other semi-final making their way over as well. Thank you for staying with us here as we see the culmination of this men's semi-final. Over the sub ball, being put back on their markers. What a hole to finish. They still decider to be had. Up the first slope. Oh, it's just going to turn and roll back. Spain, more cameras coming in here. In the women's semi-final, Japan have beaten Scotland. Japan make the final. As we see the huge crowd building here. This is going to turn, not going to make it. Stops. Guti finishes. How's this putt going to go? Oh, it's in. And it looks like in this group, France take the points. It's still not over yet, though. As play is still continuing in the other groups. But just to remind you, in the women's competition, Japan have beaten Scotland. Japan, the first women's team in the very first women's team final. Who will join them? USA or Slovakia? Slovakia currently leading. Medera. of Spain. On this 18, really going for it there. That's got a lot. There's this turn on the bank. That roll that back in for him. Very good. There's Remenor. The Spanish celebrity. Good turn on that. Longer grass has slowed that down a bit. Little skip up to start with, and again in that longer grass. See the marker just in front of it. Very similar position. Menor to take a look. Little glance to the French player. What can he do? Takes his shot. So he's looking, he's watching it. Also a little short, maybe a little bit more pace on that. But also very close. Look at the gathering here on hole 18. Waiting for all the scores to come in. Up and over the slope, round on the bank. Travels away. It's a long, long, long way now. You can see the uphill slope that he's got to play up to make the putt. One sleeve rolled up. Again, wide. Very unhappy. Putt drops in. Standing behind it like that. One ra. Very good. That was confidence. Walked away knowing it was in. Pulls it short. Look at the group surrounding this hole. Oh, and he's missed it as well. Hugs and congratulations going on from the group, and still no clear winner. I do believe the marshal should have pushed some of those extra players back away from the hole, though. Just a little bit further, as good as it is to see everyone. Big carry on this shot. Bello of Spain. Wants players to take a step back out of his way. An orthodox shot, getting the turn, and yet worked quite well for him.
Allez mon Sunil, finis en beauté mon Sunil.
Shot comes in, drops. Huge applause going on for both teams, great respect. Oh, that's so good to see. And after the congratulations to the opposition, I'm sure the celebrations will begin. Bono of France there, walking through. There we are, lots of very civilised affair, this semi-final. Bit of a breeze, can't you? Group will come together here in a huddle as they come through, join each other. Last few words spoken. Spain. Come together, look at this, what a team. Very well done here. French celebrations. Drop down. I think it's really appreciated they did all the congratulations to the opposition before doing this. So France, the 2018 world champions, the current world champions. Celebrations really begin. Back-to-back finals for the France team. Can they be the first team to retain the championship? Well, we will find out tomorrow. The team finals will be live right here on the FootGolf channel, CTV Sports app. Make sure you've got it on your phones, your tablets, your TVs, every device, streaming device, Apple TV, Roku, Fire Sticks. You can download and watch it. Over 2 million viewers have already joined us over this World Cup. You could also be joining them. Let everybody you know pass on the information. Give them the details of where they can watch the team finals. And then the day after that will be the individual finals. Still lots of FootGolf to play here at the World Cup 2023. Incredible celebrations from both teams we've seen, Argentina and France. A big final, two of the favourites to make the final, and they have actually done it. They've succeeded, they've made it. Both incredibly strong teams. As we saw, Spain taking France right to the wire. So thank you very much for joining us here on the semi-finals. Big well done to France, big well done to Argentina. The team finals are tomorrow. Do make sure you join us. For now, what a wonderful afternoon of FootGolf. Thank you very much for joining me, Rob Lamar, and all here at the FootGolf channel. We'll see you tomorrow.
Turning back.